Max, and welcome back to my channel. Tonight I have for you a video all about my current beauty favorites. So if you're interested in what that is all about, just keep watching. Hi guys, I wanted to come in and share with you guys a video about my current beauty favorites. I know I have a video that I'm supposed to be sharing about color for the winter time, how to kind of winter refresh. And I got a lot of feedback from some subscribers, and shout out to all the new subscribers. I am so excited to have you guys. But you guys gave me some awesome feedback, and I think the consensus was that most people would like to see me styling, meaning full outfits and so forth and so on. So in that video where I was refreshing your winter wardrobe, I want to have full cutaways. So I am still working on getting those done with my schedule. I kind of leave when it's dark, and then I come home when it's kind of dark, and my lighting isn't great with just one ring light. Most of my place is all windows, so I'm still working on it. So I am gonna get that done. However, I did get a lot of questions about beauty. So I wanted to come in and share with you guys what I'm currently using, what I'm currently in love with, and hopefully I'll inspire you maybe to try some new things. So I have extremely dry skin. I suffer from eczema. I know with me being sick and all, some of the side effects is making my skin suffer tremendously. And I have a lot of discoloration. I mean, I could go on and on and on and on and on. But I found something that is not a prescription that actually, to me, works better than the prescription. I was using the tar baths from the dermatologist and some of the steroids creams, which I really was getting really sensitive to the steroids creams, and I had to stop using them. So I am going to show you what I am using now. I am using the Kiehl's Cream de Corpse. This is the Nurturing Body Washing Cream, and I love this stuff. I just totally love this stuff. This is so soft and moisturizing. You can bathe with this, and if you don't have really dry skin, this might be enough for you. You may be able to just kind of pat yourself off, and you may be moisturized with this. This is not a drying soap feeling. You feel clean, however, it's extremely moisturizing. And what I do is I kind of bought the whole set. I also purchased the Nourishing Body Oil by Kiehl's, and this is part of the Cream de Corpse collection. This is all like a little collection together. And I don't dry off after I get out of the shower from washing with this. I kind of let my skin stay wet, and then I spray it with this dry body oil. And that's how it works really great on me. This smells delicious. It has like a little bit of vanilla and almond in it. However, it leaves my skin feeling so soft and supple and smooth and not really oily, you know. My clothes aren't kind of like sticking to me, but because I'm super dry and where I live is extremely cold, I even follow behind that with this lotion. And this lotion, if you have eczema, if you have like really dry, like elbows, even the bottom of your feet, this is going to do it, and you're not going to have that greasy feeling. So this is the lotion. This is the all over body moisturizer, and these three together, when I tell you these three together they're absolutely everything. These are the answer. That's all I'm gonna tell you. If you got dry skin, baby, these right here are the answer. I think I got asked about what I use on my face, if I used Botox or anything like that. No, I don't have Botox. Never got it, but I'm not opposed to getting it. I'm not opposed to any enhancements. So if I get to the point where I feel like I need it, trust me, I will go get it. But let me show you what I use to wash my face with. I am using this Chanel Mousse Exfoliant Purete. I don't know, this is French. I used to use the Glam Glow, the charcoal cleaner, the one with the charcoal in it. And when it got to be winter, I felt like it just stripped my skin too much. And it was like really, really drying and kind of harsh. And even after I moisturized, my skin felt like tender. So I switched over to this. I get the same feeling of it feeling clean. However, it doesn't feel stripped. It's kind of like a soft exfoliant. So I like this. This gets all my makeup off, and I feel extremely clean. Like when I go behind it with toner, I don't feel like I look at the cotton pads and there really isn't anything on it, but I love this. I love this stuff right here. So if you like the Glam Glow charcoal, but you feel like it's a little too harsh for you in the wintertime because you live in like a cold climate like I do and it's drying, then I would recommend that you try this one here by Chanel. I like it a lot. Let's talk a little bit about foundations and primer. So when I did my fall winter wardrobe kind of setup, I always redo makeup and all that stuff. So I will like pre-plan out the same way that I do with my clothing. I'll do the same thing for makeup, and during that time I'll get rid of things that I'm not using anymore. I'll either donate, give away, throw away, however. And I really wanted to freshen up on my foundation. However, the mistake that I made was I bought foundation to match me at that time, forgetting totally about the fact that it was going to be winter soon and my color was going to change. So I would recommend that when you go to get your testers, before you buy like a shade and then buy a shade up for your winter color if you're going to do it in the fall time. Anyway, I used those testers quite a bit, and I think around maybe September I went ahead and purchased. So my gripe with Laura Mercier is this is the, well, let me get to the primer, because we'll start with something positive for Laura Mercier before I start just grilling in on her. This primer, the oil-free primer, foundation primer, I love this stuff. I was using the Makeup Forever Step 1, and then I was using, I want to say, an Urban Decay matte primer, and those work okay in the summertime, but when it got to be winter, my skin was like way too dry to even use that, you know, to have a matte foundation, to have a matte primer, I should say. This is beautiful. It's oil-free. When I apply it all over my face, because those I usually just did to T-zone because that's where I'm oily at, but, and like this makeup right now probably needs to be patted, but it's been on since 6 o'clock this morning, and what is it, probably 7:30, 8 o'clock at night. So it's been on for a while, so excuse the shine. But this Laura Mercier oil-free primer, this is fabulous. You can put this all over your face and it's not going to be drying where you have white patches on your face. So when you get ready to apply your makeup, you're not gonna have a patchy application. It gives you a nice, seamless, smooth application, and that's what I like about it. I found that when I tried to use the ones that I use in the summertime, in the winter, it wasn't working so hot. And what made me do it is that she gave me a sample of it when she gave me this, or when I bought this, when I got the sample of the foundation, and I like the way that these two work together, because I wasn't even really looking for a primer. So I ended up getting the Laura Mercier Silk Cream Oil-Free Foundation. The formula of this foundation is fabulous. I mean, it's light on the face, it doesn't feel heavy. I don't know what her formula is. And I have a couple of different ones. I have medium, I have full coverage ones, and they all feel the same weight. Like, you can't feel the weight from one foundation to the next. I know some full coverage foundations feel like you've got concealer all over your face. Like, it feels that heavy, like it's like super creamy. I don't want anything like that because I don't need that level of coverage, and I don't like that feeling. This is so light, and you just need just a little bit and it'll go all over the face. Like a little pea size will kind of go all over the face. Her color range sucks. When I got ready to use it, came wintertime, I noticed that it was too dark for me. I went in to get, you know, my shade, and she only offers like 2 shades for women of color. So her shade range sucks. Her formula is fabulous. Her shade range sucks. I felt like the next color, although it matched the center of my face, it didn't match the perimeter, and I really don't want to buy 2 to mix. Like, I wanted to buy that one, and that one be my winter color, and then that would be the end of it. So what I've done is I'm still using my Hourglass, because this is like my all-time favorite Vanishing, and I mix these 2, and the only reason why I'm doing that is because I already own this. I wasn't going to purchase another one to mix. And then I use this one a little bit around my perimeter to just kind of, I like this formula so much. I don't know, I feel like I have to put a tiny bit on with this just so that I can get the feel of this formula, but it's beautiful. And they mix well together. They give me a really good application, I think. So I like this. So I would recommend this foundation if you're a person that doesn't like that heavy fill-in of foundation and you want something that looks like skin. And then for concealer, guys, I am still using my Kat Von D Lock-It Concealer. I love this stuff. It's thick, it's covering. If you have extremely dark circles, like extremely dark circles, this is the answer. This is all you need. You just put that on your dark spots and you kind of, you know, buff it on in, blend it on in, and this will take care of that really quickly. And I've tried several other, I know I was a huge NARS creamy concealer, and I think this is more coverage than the NARS to me. Now for NARS concealer, I do like, what's this one? I like the Soft Matte Complete Concealer that's in this little pot right here. I love this. Now I like this for carving out my brows and for covering my eyelids. If you guys have extremely dark eyelids, like some of the side effects for the dry skin and so forth and so on gives me dark eyelids, and so I will use this to cover my complete eyelid, and it matches my skin perfectly, and it gives me a better application for eyeshadow. And even if I don't want to wear any eyeshadow, it just looks beautiful. It doesn't look like I have concealer on my eye. It just looks like a natural, like I have really nice skin, and it covers, like I said, that darkening around the eye so I don't look so raccoonish. So I really like this. And I don't like the Kat Von D concealer up there on my eye. I tried it and I don't like it. To me, it creases in my eye up there because I have such a hooded eye that it folds over. But this one's thick enough that it kind of can withstand the creasing of my heavy hooded eye. About eye color. And what I'm probably going to show you is probably repetitive, but anyway, let's go through it anyway. Now my go-to eye look, and these are eyeshadows that I think every woman of color, or I just think women should just have these in their repertoire. And these are by MAC, you guys. And these two colors right here, which have been around forever. And I think that if you have a small makeup bag and you like to do makeup on the go, or you just don't want to think about it and you're not giving a crap about a palette, these two will give you a complete eye look. I use a soft brown, and it's a matte eyeshadow by MAC in A57, and then I use Embark B47, and I use this all over the eye and in the transition area, and then I use this to kind of carve out an eye shape of a V, and then I kind of get a clean blending brush and blend it together, and this will give me an everyday eye look. So I even put this transition and on the lid. And this is just a basic everyday brown eye look. In fact, that's what I'm wearing today. This is the definition of a 5-minute eye. If you got a steady hand, go ahead and put you some eyeliner on. It depends. Sometimes I'll do it, sometimes I don't. And then I just put a little bit of mascara and I'm good to go. And then I'll bring this Embark a little bit down here. Sometimes if I'm, feeling fancy, I may add another color down here to kind of brighten up my eye a little bit. But I love these. These are simple. I think everybody should kind of have these in your kit. If you're lighter, then you're gonna probably have to, adjust the coloring on these. However, these are great to smoke out an eye with. I love, love, love these. And so when you guys are asking me about like my everyday eye look, sometimes I will insert Expensive Pink by MAC, and I didn't bring it up here. And I'll put that a lid if I want to add like just a little bit of a lighter color with a little bit of shine. So I love these. I think these are so very necessary. All right, so let's talk about color. So what I love is, and I got a few eye colors I'm going to share with you. When I first started my winter fall wardrobe, I was loving everything navy. And so what I wanted to do was I wanted to create a nighttime eye for daytime. So I went and picked up this Tom Ford palette, and this is 23 Starry Night, and I love this palette. This palette here has this blue in it, and it also has like this deep gray right here. I love it. And I do a nighttime eye for daytime. And what I do, you guys, I put a transition color on. I put this navy on my lid, and I darken it out with, a black or an Embark or something like that. And I get a beautiful, and sometimes I'll take this little bit of gray and I'll stick it in the center of the eye, and that'll give me my nighttime eye look. I may bring the blue down a little bit to line it. I believe I did a video wearing this. If I did, I'll insert a clip of me from the video in here so you guys can see the eye that I'm talking about. And I like this. And what I usually do is when I wear that, I just kind of wear a nude lip. And I don't wear like a lot of makeup elsewhere. I kind of keep my skin. I like for it to be clean skin, but I like for it to be, you know, not heavily made up when I do the nighttime eye for the daytime. Now when nighttime comes, you could go ahead and add a full face, you know, of contour and all that other stuff. But in the daytime, I would definitely leave my skin as natural looking as I possibly can, but cover up any blemishes that kind of make you uncomfortable. Add a little bit of mascara, and this is beautiful. So this was something that I was totally in love with. It's not necessary for you to, per se, buy Tom Ford palette, because these can be pricey. But I find that his palettes like this, I have quite a few of them. They blend out like no other. And I don't have a strong blending game. I'm not a makeup artist. My blending game is mediocre. So for somebody who has a blending game like me, I like to buy quality shadows because I ain't got all damn day to be sitting there. So the next thing is, and this is probably going to be a little bit repetitive, but I want to show you guys what I've really been using. I have been experimenting with color on the eyes, and I kind of go through this every winter. Right after Christmas, the days are short and the nights are long and it's gray. You know, I leave when it's dark or come home when it's dark, and it's just all gloomy out. And so I like to play with color. I put it, you know, on my body, and of course I want to put some on my eyes. So I like makeup color. So I picked up this Fenty Beauty palette, and I love this. Now this isn't a palette that you're gonna grab to kind of do a complete eye look out of if you're someone who likes to wear complete eye looks. This is a palette that is kind of going to be connected to another palette or set of shadows. So this is something, because a lot of these colors are not very opaque. They're kind of a sheer little wash of color. So what I do is I may have that concealer eye that I told you about, and I may just dab my finger in one of these colors and just pat a little bit on the eye, and it'll be just a sheer wash of that color, and it'll have just a little bit of sparkle in it, just because I don't want to wear a ton of sparkle in the daytime. And then I'll kind of go through with, you know, my darker color and bark or whatever, and I will kind of, you know, blend it away. And I like that. I like that look, and I'll put a little, you know, lipstick on, and then I'm good to go. And I love it for that. So if you want to wear like some of the sparkly eyes, if you're kind of like that, but you're worried about it being too like just a ton of sparkle on the eye, and you feel uncomfortable with that for daytime, this is a palette that I would use. Now know that it's going to intensify the more that you apply the color. And if you use a eyeshadow base in like white or something like that, the color's gonna show up even more. And if you use like an eyeshadow that is similar to it, it's gonna show up. So like I said, I put it over just my concealer that I showed you guys, or I'll put it over the soft brown eyeshadow. I'll just put just a little bit on my lid so you can see just a hint of the color, and I love it. You guys can see the ones I've been kind of digging in. I've been playing a lot with the, I call it a unicorn purple, but I think it's called, Jupiter Sand. And then I like this blue color too, which I think is called Sublime. I believe that's what it's called. Or no, it's called Cosmic Ocean, I believe. It's beautiful, absolutely beautiful. So this palette I highly recommend. And again, when nighttime comes, guys, you can really intensify this up, and you can make some really sexy night looks. So I dug out some of my old palettes to see what colors I had, because I wanted to play with some bright colors. So I found this on sale at Nordstrom Rack. So if anybody's interested in buying it and you missed it when it was released, you can get it from Nordstrom Rack, and I will link it below. And this is what this looks like. This is the Urban Decay Electric Palette, and these pigments are gorgeous, guys. These are gorgeous. And I did a video. I think I was wearing a blue sweater, and I did a pink eye in there. And I got the pigment from here. These pinks and purples are kind of mixed together to make this kind of like hot pink eye. And I did it with this palette. And I've been doing hot pink. I've been doing a blue eye. And you don't have to have on blue or a bright color. Like I've done it wearing all black, and I just have on kind of like a bright eye. Now, if you work a conservative job, of course you can't do this, but if you wanted to have some fun with some color on the eyes, like on the weekends or at nighttime or something for fun, then I love this palette right here. And also these, although they are very heavily pigmented, you are able to shear them. If your blending game is strong and you got a lot of time, you can always shear them out, you know, really shear so that you just get a hint of the color. And then maybe you can make them work for, you know, like if you have a kind of casual office, not, you know, very conservative, but casual. So you can kind of still mix them in, because I think one of the days I did the blue eye, I had on a black suit. I had on black wide leg dress pants, a black blazer, black turtleneck, and I did a blue eye, and it was gorgeous. It was just absolutely gorgeous. So, and it worked for me. But again, I have a creative job, so I love stuff like this. So if you have any old colors, like I would say, go through your makeup stash, you guys. Now's the time. Pull them out, play with them. You know, it's just makeup. You can wash it off. All right, so let's talk about lips. The last video I talked a little bit about lipstick, and I told you about a gloss that I had gotten that was a part of a trio from MAC from the winter collection, and it was sold out, so you guys weren't able to get your hands on it. So I went to my stash to see what else I was using that was kind of current that you guys would probably be able to buy. And of course, this one is very close to it. This is the Fenty Beauty Fenty Glow. This is the truth. Everything that everybody said about this is 100% true. It is beautiful. It goes with every skin tone that I've seen, and it's not sticky. It feels good on the lips. It deposits, you know, color nicely, as well as a decent amount of shine. So I like that one. And then another one that I have that I got as a gift for Christmas is by, what's this baby's name? Kylie's Cosmetics. And this is the Cocoa collection. I think this is the collection she did with her sister, Chloe. What's that? Yeah, Chloe. So this lip gloss is kind of along that lines too. I got it in a set of like 5 or 6, and I only was able to see 2 colors that I liked. And so these are the 2 that I'm sharing with you guys. I will see if I can link it below where you're able to just get the gloss, because the gloss is beautiful. However, I will link the whole kit that I got below too. And this is beautiful, you guys. This is gorgeous. And this smells so good. So good. This smells, it kind of has like a sweet candy or cookie kind of smell to it. So I like this a lot. And then the other color I liked out of it was Bunny, which is just kind of like that mauvey, nudie pink that I kind of go for. And this one, I believe, was the matte one. But it's not as drying as I heard, because I heard her formula was super drying like ColourPop. And this one, to me, ColourPop was more drying than what this one was. It could be, though, that I put a little bit of gloss on top, so I might be lying on that. But anyway, I liked these 2 together a lot. I got other colors. I think there was a coral. There was a few other colors, and I think I gave those away because I didn't really have a need for those. I know as I go through lipsticks, I can use the hell out of any of my nudes. I mean, I burned through them, and I burned through pink lipsticks. I can keep red, I can keep every other color, but nude and pink, those are the tubes I finish the most. So let's talk about a few other lipsticks I got a chance to pick up. Now, while I was at the Laura Mercier counter, I got a chance to try some of her new lipsticks, and these are the Velour Extreme Matte Lipsticks, and these are like an awesome matte lipstick. These are not drying. These feel very moisturizing on the lips. These feel creamy on the lips. These give you that matte look. However, they don't do that crumbly thing around the sides here. And it's an easy application. They're very opaque. They do wear off because they're a lipstick, so they're not going to be, you know, they're not going to have the staying power of a liquid lipstick. However, they are gorgeous. This is the one that I've been wearing the most. It's called Goals, and this is kind of like a mauve pink with a little bit of bubblegum into it. I think the video I did with the blue sweater with the pink eye, I believe I might have had on this. I'm gonna look back through my videos, and if I had it on ever, I will insert a clip of it for you guys to see. But that is that color, and that's what it looks like on me, and I think it's beautiful on women of color. I think it's absolutely gorgeous. The next one is this beautiful purple color. and I think it's called Boss. Let me show you what it looks like. And it looks dark, but, and my lighting sucks for tonight, but it's a vibrant purple, but it's not like the heroin color from MAC. It is, to me, a much more grown lady wearable purple that has a little bit of bluish pink undertone to it. So I think it looks gorgeous against women of color. So I think for the upcoming season, when everybody's going to be moving into their pastel colors, I think it's going to be nice to kind of contrast it with a strong purple lip. And that's what I plan on doing with it, and I love it. So I'm sure you guys will see me wearing this in an upcoming video, because when I move over into that color story, you know, I'm gonna, of course I switch out the makeup and everything. And then I wanted to add a new dark color, because my dark liquid lipsticks, again, cause peeling around the side of the lip, and then they bleed and they end up all over my face. And because I liked the formula so well on the other two, I figured I would add a dark one and freshen that up. And this one I believe is called Dare. Is it called Dare? Yeah, this one's called Dare. And this is that bottom color right there. So this is kind of like a brownie eggplant color. And I am anxious to wear that. Like, I have been experimenting with like mixing like that 70s Gucci kind of vibe. I've been playing with that. So I've been playing with a little bit of like tweeds and things like that, plaids for the summertime. And I think this is gonna look great to kind of do that 70s kind of, you know, big hoop earrings and loud print, but not bright loud, like dull, like in terms of like dark green and burgundy, you know, those kind of colors. And I want to put, you know, something like that kind of lip with it. And even if I do it with like, you know, flare jeans and even doing a white button up, I could still kind of get that Gucci vibe with just, you know, lipstick. I like that. And maybe some Gucci accessories. But that is all of my current beauty favorites. I wanted to kind of share with you guys what I've been kind of loving, what I've been kind of focused on. And I like playing in makeup. It's fun to me. It's all a part of, you know, your full look. That is an extension of your style. So not only do we have to pay attention to what we're putting on our bodies in terms of clothing, you know, if you are someone who likes makeup, I think it's great to, you know, transition over your looks and your colors as the season change. It gives you kind of a fresher look. It's kind of like having a makeover, and all you did was kind of change up your routine, maybe introduce a few new things. Oh, and then this lip liner is just an honorable mention that I love. I found it. I had lost it. It had been gone for so long. And this is Amadale by Lancome. And I like love this brown pencil. And I dug it out. I found it. So that's it, guys. That's everything. I've kept you guys for a long time. So thank you so much for watching. And I will holler at you guys later. Peace.